What's up, dogs? Groovy Grass here, and today we're coming at you with this. Is that what you think it is? Hell no! I'm not that rich. This is another CHIBSON video. Hell yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into the video, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, hype the video, share the video with your friends, your grandma, all them, just so we can bring doom to the world. It would really mean so much to me and my blackened, shriveled little heart. I've got another CHIBSON for you guys today. That's right, a CHIBSON. Not a half bad looking headstock. It's a little wonky. But also, not a half bad looking top. And this is a top. Yeah, it's a top. There's no photo finish as far as I can see. It's fantastic. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's two pieces, relatively nicely book matched. The back looks to be... It's hard to tell. Probably three pieces. But, like, yeah, there's no pancake. There's nothing like that. This is just built like a decent Les Paul. The knobs are in a half-decent position. Of course, the bridge is wrong. Toggle switch is wrong. But, you know what? This is essentially what I'm holding right now. Just a slightly janky Epiphone with the right headstock. The right headstock. And you see, that's what I care about. Now, not the brand. Gibson guitars. I hate you. You could go out of business tomorrow and I would dance and cheer in the street. But you have good taste in geometry, my friends. Which is why I buy these things. Because they're the right geometry, more or less. They're always a tiny bit off. But they're better geometry than an Epiphone would have, right? And they're usually about the same quality or higher for significantly less nowadays. And yeah, this has the right headstock shape, the right body shape, the right layout, the right everything like that. You know, the geometry is pretty close to one-to-one, so it's right. And that's all I give a damn about. If it plays good and looks good. And this is both in spades. Alright, here's a little thing of me just removing the strings. The strings that came on this thing were absolutely terrible. The one that came on the Explorer were fine. But yeah, no, these were absolutely dog water. I was very happy to be rid of them. The bridge and tailpiece were just pot metal stuff, you know, not really great. Here I'm taping it off so I can polish the frets with some steel wool. They weren't too bad, but they were kind of like they were just kind of not great, man. So yeah, I just got some steel wool from Harbor Freight, some quadruple aught, taping off the pickups there because that's a good thing to do. And yeah, I essentially just went up and down the neck polishing. Alright, now that we have the strings off, we're going to be taking a look at the fit and finish. And as you might be able to see from right there, some of the lacquer has chipped off, so I'll have to go at that with a razor blade or something. And I might just honestly scrape all the weird lacquer off the binding just to make it like evenly white, but it's not a huge deal. This top looks good, and I'm pretty sure it actually is a top and not a photo finish. Like, that's kind of nuts. But also, it gets even more interesting. What the hell? What is that? Like, why? Why? Why is there weird goop in here? Why is there weird Chinese goop in here? Pickup up here says N10. Kind of like that show Ben 10, but the number N. Number N. Letter N. And this is B 10.4. Maybe that's kiloohms. I don't have a multimeter. I can't test that. I don't know. Weird Chinese powder goop on my finger. Look at these cheap pickups. Alright? So I played them before. They don't sound that bad. But look, they're the kind that don't have the actual like adjustable pole pieces. And they're just like, it's just like 12 slugs. What the hell? Alright, and I'm just conditioning the fretboard and whipping some strings back on in this clip. Yeah, as you can see in those three picks, the routing is not the best. I've seen better. I would do worse, though, obviously. Soldering, it's alright. I'm mainly surprised by the mini pots. I thought everybody was just kind of done with those, including the cheapo Chinese, but I guess not. Alright, guys, now that you've seen what I did to it in terms of, polishing the frets and changing the strings and all that, yeah, we're just gonna hear this thing. This is just a fun little video. You're gonna get camera audio, you're gonna get the amp, kind of like an ambient room amp mic I got. That thing down there. You're gonna get that. Yeah, like I said, this is just for fun, guys. Like we're just chilling on this nice Tuesday afternoon with a beautiful Les Paul. Look at that top. Seriously, look at that top. And the headstock, too. This isn't the worst Gibson headstock I've ever seen. Listen, I'm not buying this to fool people that this is a Gibson. I don't care. I just like the headstock shape. It looks pretty, right? Like, as soon as I get as soon as I can get to my buddy's house, I'm gonna stamp copy made in China all on the back of it, because like whatever. But anyway, I just got this nice ass guitar, and I'm gonna play some nice ass doom music for you. Just to get it out of the way for the chuds and the boomers and the like, clean tones. This is the bridge pickup, and we're gonna go bridge, middle, neck. Cool. Pretty nice. And now for the dirty tone, you're just going to hear the amp, and of course the microphone I mentioned earlier, with the indomitable Minotaur Sonic Terrors Evil Eye Mark 1. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to use that, because I like to call it sleep in a can. that's pretty much it as far as like riffs and such go. Man, she rips, doesn't she? Especially for like $230 rounding up. Now I want to talk about CHIBSONs for a second. There are a lot of silly bootlicker people on the internet who just get real mad that says Gibson. Why? Why do you care? I can understand, I mean, I can't even really understand why somebody would care that it says Gibson when it's not, but, you know, whatever, like, you don't, like, say you don't want it to say Gibson on yours, but, like, why do you care about it in general, right? Like, Gibson or Fender or Ibanez or ESP or any companies that get, you know, knockoffs made of them, and this isn't just guitar, this is just real life in general, this is just corporations in general, baby boys. They don't care about you, and they would, as the kids like to say, unalive you if it meant a 0.00005% increase on their profit margins, alright? Probably even less than a percent, like even less of a percentage than that. Like, seriously, they would destroy you for nothing. So, really, you should not care. Like, personally, I didn't get this because it says Gibson, but I think it's funny. I think it is very funny that it is a Chinese ripoff, right? I got this because I wanted a sick-ass wood grain Les Paul, and I think it's very funny to do something like this, because those big companies are terrible. They're awful. They don't care about us, and they're just resting on their laurels at this point, riding on their own coattails. They are legacy brands simply for the fact that they have persisted and bullied enough. This applies to companies besides Gibson. This applies to Fender also. They're only the industry standard. They're only still around, whatever you want to call it, because they kind of just monopolize the market. You know, I mean, not really, obviously, but like, it's just, this has turned into full-blown unscripted ranting at this point. It's crazy how people simp for such terrible, stupid entities like corporations. Like, dude, Gibson isn't going to notice you. Senpai Gibson is not going to notice you. So stop bitching that people make the counterfeits, alright? Seriously. You know, this is probably going to be the last CHIBSON I'm going to buy in a while. For a while. Like, you know, because I don't really need anything else. I got the Explorer and I got this. I got two good enough Epiphone SGs, right? Like, I got an Edwards Flying V up there. Like, and shit, even the Epiphone's a CHIBSON, technically. But, well, really, Gibsons are just kind of knockoff Epiphones if you want to go really far back enough. But, yeah. It is what it is. And if you don't like the logo on my headstock, but would like it if I paid $5,000 for it, you're the problem, not me. Anyway, with all that wonderful stuff being said, I have been Groovy Grass, and you have been amazing. I appreciate your view so much. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, sharing the video, hyping the video, whatever you gotta do, because I want to grow this channel to bring doom to the world. And now, stay groovy.